The Department of Government Efficiency exposed government waste and fraud and also revealed just how much we're still in the dark when it comes to federal spending. Well, OpenTheBooks.com has been arguing for more radical transparency so that you, the taxpayer, could have the ability to track federal spending in real time. And joining us now to discuss is OpenTheBooks.com Deputy Public Policy Editor Rachel O'Brien. Good morning. Always good to see you, Rachel. Your organization says it's simple to just really open the books with America's checkbooks so taxpayers can really see where their money's going as it's happening. But right now, even Congress doesn't have that ability. So how's that changing?
Yeah, good morning, Janet. It is crazy that Congress, which holds the nation's purse, doesn't have access to real transparency. It's a real black eye for transparency. So last week really was a big win for this effort, for this movement that DOGE has been making, all the changes they've been making, and what we've suggested at Open the Book. So Congressman Chip Roy of Texas last week, he sponsored a bill to make DOGE permanent, and that would give members of Congress access to view the Treasury payment system for all federal spending, allow them to see invoices in real time. We view this as a win. It's a giant step in the right direction toward our goals. It's the most important transparency upgrade in a generation, and we expect Congress to pass it. It gives them more power.
Yeah, another big win, a bill by the co-chairs of the DOGE caucus, Senators Joni Ernst and Congressman Aaron Bean, have initiated a bill that would require federal agencies to communicate with each other when it comes to payments by the Treasury. What a novel idea. It's shocking that's not already happening. Tell us more about that.
Right. It is shocking. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, and that is the source of a lot of our waste, fraud, and abuse. So when DOGE was going through the payments in the Treasury system, they found that many had no accounting symbol that would explain what the payment was for or where it came from, where it was headed. And so this bill would require that before any expenditure goes out the door, Treasury creates a description of the payment, links it to a budget account, and cross-checks the payment against government databases to ensure accuracy and eligibility. Again, not a novel idea. This is pretty basic stuff.
Right. Common sense.
Yeah, and absolutely. And the bill also works with the Treasury's do not pay system. This is really important. The do not pay system obviously has people and organizations on there that should not be paid. We found at Open the Books that during the pandemic, 57,000 entities listed on the do not pay list were paid $3.6 billion in PPP funds. And that was because the Small Business Administration didn't check the Treasury's do not pay list before they were cutting checks. Another 2 million dead people received more than $3.5 billion of stimulus checks because, again, the IRS didn't check Social Security for their deceased person's list. So this is common sense. They should have been doing this all along, and hopefully they pass this bill.
Congress also working to codify some of the Trump administration's cuts that have been held up in court. So what's the status of that?
Just like we have been advocating for more transparency in spending, we've also said, DOGE is an advisory group. It requires Congress to make changes. It's their job. So all the cuts that the Trump administration has made from the funds that are approved by Congress, much of that we've seen is held up in court. Those clawbacks should be codified by Congress. And so Congress is considering this $9.4 billion rescission package proposed by the White House, and it would cancel previously appropriated funding for various programs, including USAID, PBS, and NPR. And so that would be them doing their job. So this $9.4 billion in savings, that's just a drop in the bucket. And we will continue pushing for more rescissions throughout the year.
All right. Looking forward to hearing more about that. OpenTheBooks.com Deputy Public Policy Editor Rachel O'Brien. Great to see you as always. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks for having me, Jen.